Hello, and welcome back to Alan Wake. So, in the previous episode, we finished that episode. We are now in episode 4, which is called The Truth. We have here Dark Presence getting inside the Cauldron Lake Lodge. And things are flying around, and everything is flying around, and things are generally not looking good.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Right, maybe we can get the generator wrapped up. Now that is some serious action going on over there. The reflections on this TV. Okay, sorry, got distracted. Cool, I have one flare. Now that was barely enough. Hartman's mission.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
So that only supports my theory that Hartman was looking for certain people that would be helpful for him to write his book, or maybe like as a source material, you know? At least that supports my headcanon. Right in my back. Son of a gun. How am I supposed to escape this thing? Can you go in this hallway? Oh, you absolutely can. God damn it, you missed the door. We're gonna be here for a while. Oh, one was enough? Okay.
Al, I'm here!
So apparently just one hit was enough. That is good news.
Hey, come on! We gotta get going!
Barry, hang on for a while. There might be thermoses, there might be script pages. Uh-huh. What did I tell you?
Al, I'm over here!
Yes, and? Suspended. Warren Miller. Okay.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there!
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al! Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out! Come on, Al! We gotta go! It's not much of a maze! I made it through easy! Oh, jeez, Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
That is my intention. To get the hell out of here. Let's always take a left turn and see how we go. I'm almost certain that there is something hidden in the maze in terms of either thermos or a script page. Let's just briefly have a look here. Don't trust Emil. Can we... who's Emil? Emil Hartman. Right? Wake sees the old gods
I
stage.
stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Al, be careful! I can see them moving around! They're coming for you!
Well, so far so good, I'd say. Still trying to understand whether it will connect to the previous road that I saw. Hartman and the power
Hartman
failure.
hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Well, he did not seem that well prepared to me. Let me check that other path. Pretty much sure it will be just another dead end, but still. So it was over here. Yep. Nope. Now it's a dead end. Yes.
You get
in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long.
Are you calm? Oh, it's you. Burn through my flares. Oh, now they give me a flare gun. That would have been useful moments ago. I hope Buddy will be okay. What is this? What is this?
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Did I forget another page? Did I miss it somewhere? On some bench, on some railing. I mean, there has been not that much space between between the maze and this page. So, I don't know. I mean, the last one that I have found was not even in the maze, it was in the... Yeah, the shed was down there. No, I'm messing it up. But it was somewhere in the maze, right? Then I exited the maze. I just don't like it. I already missed one. I don't want to feel like I missed two, and then it's like you sleep and you stop caring at all. I mean, I already missed two, and then it turns into, well, I missed three. I already missed so much, so... I don't want to get too obsessed with it as well. Because it is what it is, it can happen. It is, of course, upsetting, but I like that short burst of the flashlight can be used to stun them for a moment. It is very convenient. Thank you. Very attacked by taken.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
God damn it. Emil made Tom. Do it. Do what? What did Tom do? He was writing poems? Maybe creating dark presence or something like that? Is there anything in the bushes over here? Oh, hello there. There might be a supply cache. I see a thermos. And probably difficult not to see. Hartman Sedates Wake.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
So this was already after we punched him, so after we lost a week, right?
Al! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry! I'll find it! Don't worry about it! Please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! And don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall.
Well, good news is that the cutout is fine. This is something that I'm deeply concerned about.
There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Yeah, that's adrenaline pumping. That would be the Anderson farm, right?
You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Hey, you can actually... he runs there with a cutout in his hand. Oh wow. This is surprisingly hilarious. You can actually see him making his way through the farm. It's not like he disappears in some building. Okay, he stops. I'm seriously impressed by that detail that he runs with the cutout on his hand. think I see a thermos up there. Oh, now there are no possessed objects. Well, we somehow managed to deal with those. That's a good news. Let's try to have a look if there is anything else. Walter at the Anderson
When
farm.
he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Now let's try to make our way further. Oh, God damn it.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Nightingale Arrests Wake.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Concerning. So, my theory is that
I
Nightingale
hoped there'd
just...
be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
My theory is that Nightingale simply stumbled upon the script. Maybe it were those were the pages that somehow mentioned like the murder of the federal agent, and he considered, Nightingale, that perhaps Wake really wants to murder a federal agent. my word. The swing is insane on this thing.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Trust no one in the dark. Just like that. Easy, right? Do you see any Thermos's script pages by any chance from this point of view? Because I don't.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
I really hope Barry will be okay. I mean, I hope Alice will also be okay. That is, if Alex actually exists, you know. Alice, sorry.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
Was that a dude in
I
the...
had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Yeah, the diver suit. Missing page.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Mr. Devilman, can I get a missing page? Thank you. The patients escaped
The
the watch.
storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Can you...
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
The taken I feel with darkness. No, that is just a trap, right? They're not very interested in those. But then, where do we go from here? Maybe the traps do lead me somewhere. Because I arrived from this direction, right? Oh, there is a thermos up there. Anything in the forest? Or we are normal people who do not place collectibles next to a random tree? Let's follow the path of traps. Ow. It's just a trap in the middle of the ground. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I will definitely run out of my ammunition. That was quite a close call.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
The front door was locked.
Just without any ammunition, so... Okay. Never mind that. Okay, wrong door.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Damn.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Is the diver Zane? Is this the person who leaves pages for me?
Let me guess. Danny, huh? The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Flashbang and a flare. Now let's first have a look at our surroundings. Yeah, because there is a script page, for example. Hartman considers Mott and Wake.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated, an emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
No script pages in the toilet? I'm disappointed. It's interesting
If Barry
how
wasn't
the...
up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
There are two roads. That one
I
seems
could go
suitable
to a
for
run,
walking.
but I'd make better time in a car.
But what if there is something that we could miss here, man? Anyway, this road seems to connect with the car road. So let's get into the car and see how far we can go. No, that's just a tree. That is a very conveniently placed thermos. It's ironic how Alan thinks that I will make a better time in the car, and I just feel the need to scan my surroundings as much as I can, in case I miss, for example, another thermos right over there. There is a lookout tower. Ah, more flashbangs. Also need to check behind the building, of course. I think the Firewatch towers are amazing. Just look how this thing is built on these giant stilts. And an overview is just like gorgeous.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give them a hand, all right? This is Pat Main on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
And given that this was a checkpoint, I think it would be a suitable place for us to call it an episode. Thank you so much for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that's the case, please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. Hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.